Good morning. It's like 8:40 right now. I'm waking up. I gotta work around 9 or 9:30. Just gonna kind of take you through my day. I don't feel hungover, but I had almost 8 beers yesterday. Which I'll tell you the story a little later, but basically finished a 6-pack. And then it was stretched out over a few hours, so we were doing some errands and stuff. I never reached that level of satisfaction, so I walked to the gas station, picked up 3 more, and just kind of consumed them greedily. So all right, so first things first, I'm gonna go weigh myself, brush my teeth, drink some water, get dressed, and grab a coffee. So I'll see you there. All right, got my coffee. I don't feel very hungover, but I'm definitely tired and not 100% with it. Still kind of waking up. It's around 9 a.m. now, so I gotta go upstairs and start working for a bit. The goal is, to kind of work on and off till noon or so. You know, just how I am, that's riddled with YouTube videos, and might launch my game for 20 minutes. I kind of need a break after every task. I don't know if I have ADHD or something. The focus just isn't there. Maybe I just don't like what I do. I don't know. But that's kind of how my work days go. I'm always struggling to focus. I do a task, I take a break, I have to convince myself to do another, and that's that. So yeah, the goals work for a couple hours, and then I usually try and go outside and get 30 minutes to an hour walk in. So I'll see you there. Got the black coffee. Beauty day out there. What are you doing there, Chuck? Yeah, you're hungry, aren't you? Always hungry. I like to take my magnesium in the morning, and then when I eat, I'll have vitamin D and vitamin B. All right, guys, it's 10:30 a.m. right now. Kind of bored of the computer work, so I'm gonna try and keep myself busy and do some stuff in the garage. We just moved into this place 2 weeks ago, so we got kind of a little mess. So I want to kind of organize it so I can park my car in here. Yeah, trying to keep busy where I can. So I will throw a little time lapse on, and maybe it's gonna look good, but let's give it a go and tidy up this area. All right, we were successful. Was able to put the car in the garage. It's a little tight, but she fits pretty good. Still got room, my arm wrestling weights. We definitely got to get some hooks up here so I can put my bike up and stuff, but for now, little work was done, so I'm proud of that. Progress is always good, so yeah. All right, that was like a nice little 30-45 minute break of doing something productive at least. Just back at the computer now. Have to answer a few emails, some more work, and then it's 11 a.m. right now, so at 11:30 I have about an hour and a half of customer meetings. So I'll get some work done before those, and then I will also attend those calls. And that's gonna bring us to around 1 p.m., right around our lunch break that we choose to take when we want, when it's not busy. And I will most likely go for a walk after that. So I'll take you guys along with me for that so you can see. And yeah, it's pretty exhausting. I still trying my best to be my best, so haven't really thought about drinking much yet, but the whole day is kind of spent waiting and doing things. Holy, I am sweating. But yeah, day spent waiting and doing things till I get to the evening, and then that hunger just takes over, and something in me just wants to get a six-pack, isolate 3 to 4 hours where I'm by myself drinking it. And yeah, we'll see how that goes though. All right, guys, I'm finished with those customer meetings, so got out of the house here doing my daily walk. I try and get out every day at least once. Now that it's getting warmer out, it feels a lot better, getting some sun, getting some steps. I sit a lot for my job, so I like to move around as much as I can during the day. So yeah, I'll go do a few kilometers here. I aim for like the 10K steps a day kind of thing, as they always talk about on YouTube. But, even if I just get out in nature and get walking, get a few kilometers in, I always feel better. So I'm still trying to kind of do these productive habits. It gets kind of exhausting because, I'm doing all these good things, trying to at least, and then I have this guilt every night, like everything good that I've done throughout the day, I'm kind of like overriding it by drinking. And I just know last year when I was sober for a few months, like how much these habits I already have in place, like actually benefited me. When the alcohol left my system, I lost a ton of weight. I felt way better. I slept way better. Feels like I'm doing all the right things, but I'm just kind of sitting on a stationary bike, like getting nowhere while I'm drinking. I mean, obviously if I didn't do these things and drink, it would be much worse. But it still kind of like gets exhausting mentally, when you're doing things and you're just like, it feels like you're getting nowhere, judging yourself, you're guilty about it. I don't know, it's interesting how addiction can really get a grasp of you and make you like lose touch of yourself in some sense. Just the shame and guilt behind it is like very detrimental, because even the things that you do that are good, you just almost feel like they're useless because you're doing something that's bad. But I still think it's important to do the things that are good, particularly when you start focusing even more on doing good things, eating healthy, working out, walking, meditating, like anything like that. The more you do those things, the more your brain, I think, is going to start naturally associating like good things with pleasure and fulfillment. So the goal is, or the hope is, that you'll eventually start like reducing the negative things you do to yourself. For us addicts, moderation is very difficult. Like I wish I could just have like 2 beers once every couple weeks when I go out with friends or something. But the reality is I don't even like drinking out when I'm in public. And more often than not, when I do go in public, I drink way less. Because for some reason, that addiction is rooted into my alone time, which I think makes it even more scary. Because it doesn't force you, but it causes me to like isolate myself. It causes me, my evenings, usually I don't want to plan anything because that's like my drinking time, drinking and gaming time. I don't know, it's some kind of escape that my brain needs, otherwise I don't feel like I'm alone. Like for some reason my brain's like begging to be alone and kind of be in my own world where I have my own control. Of course you can generate that like wherever you are in life, but for some reason I need that daily where I don't feel fulfilled when I go to bed. So the days where I don't drink, it's been a while ago now, unfortunately, so it's kind of hard to remember. But it's almost like going to bed without having a meal that day. Like you're starving and you're not going to have a meal, and you almost feel like if I don't have that meal today, then I'm like always going to remember that I missed out on that meal or something. I don't know, it's weird. It feels like a loss of some sort when I don't drink that night. Like, I don't know. It's difficult to explain, but I'm trying my best here. But yeah, I'm in this like weird electrical kind of growth area that has a path that goes through it. And I really like this area. I just discovered it recently after moving here. I've never seen anyone here yet, so kind of walking alone in nature like really does give me the sense of peace. I'm not like looking around like who's looking at me. Like I know like no one even cares. Everyone's just focused on themselves anyways, so even if I am walking in public somewhere, like no one's looking at me. But that's what my brain sees and tells me, so I still get uncomfortable in those situations. So I really like these spots that I can find in nature where, alone here. Yeah, so it's around 12:45 now. I'm just doing my walk here for my lunch break. As you see, I haven't eaten yet. I usually don't eat for the first several hours after waking up. This was kind of a habit of mine, like even before I started drinking. Intermittent fasting was just, I don't necessarily do it because I want to, it's just how my natural appetite works, I guess. Even, 10, 15 years ago I was doing this and people thought I was crazy for skipping breakfast and stuff, but now with all the fads going on, they all tell you to skip breakfast. So, science is always changing, perceptions always change. But I think it's most important to kind of rely on your experience as well and kind of to see what works for you. That being said, it's still important to do your research and to figure out what you're doing has some kind of merit to it as well, even if you feel good doing it. But I think as humans, kind of we're organic beings, so we sometimes know what's best for us, especially when it comes to things like when are you hungry, like should you be moving. It's like going to the bathroom, you go when you have to go, not like at a scheduled time. So I kind of see it like in that sense. But yeah, so we're just gonna get a few kilometers in here, get back home, make some lunch, maybe have another coffee, haven't decided yet, and then do a few more hours of work. I'm generally scheduled till 5, but really depends how much work I have for the day. Sometimes I'll work longer, sometimes I'll work less, but I'm just gonna take you through my day here and show you kind of what life is like as a functioning addict, working on improving and hopefully defeating that demon someday. But yeah, I'm starting to kind of realize addiction is almost like staying in shape. Like you never get healed. It's more of like systems you build in place per day and you maintain it. So what I mean by that is, like, if you get fit, you don't just stop working out and stay fit. Like your body will start getting unfit again. So the only way to stay fit is like continuing your exercise every day, eating well every day, and keeping these systems up long term. So in addiction, there's probably never going to be a moment where, you know, you're just randomly healed and you're never addicted again. It's got to be kind of not a daily struggle, but like a daily maintenance. And for sure, I imagine the case would be the further you get into it, the easier that maintenance becomes, as you know, it kind of starts becoming your routine, not something you have to like fight every day. But we're gonna go on this journey together and we'll both find out if that's true or not. But for now, I will catch you later when I'm done my walk. Yeah. All right, it's like 1:45. Here's my lunch and the first meal of the day. Don't have that much work today, so I'm just gonna watch some anime and eat. Yeah. Right, guys, I just did some work. It's 3:45 now. Usually most days around this time, I come here to the couch and take like a 30-minute nap, maybe an hour at most. I'm not really sure why I nap at this time. It's not necessarily that I'm tired. I mean, sometimes I'm tired, but I feel like it's some kind of escapism thing where I'm like passing time to get closer to the evening potentially, you know, to that state of freedom where I can finally, you know, go out and get beers and chill for the evening. Yeah, it's something I always kind of wonder about. But I'm being open and honest and transparent here of kind of my average day. So yeah, we're gonna have a little nap on the couch now. All right, guys, I'm up from my nap right now. I actually fell asleep pretty well. Gonna have a few almonds. It's 4:07 right now. Technically on the clock till 5, so I'm gonna go upstairs and work for like 45 minutes, and then comes the evening time, which is usually freedom for most people, but for me it's kind of the scariest time and the most like chain bound based on my habits and actions lately during that time. Otis, where are you, buddy?
Otis!
Alright guys, around 6 p.m. now. Just took the dog out for a walk with my fiance. And we got a couple kilometers in. It started raining, unfortunately. After that, despairingly so, we stopped at the liquor store. I picked up a 6-pack. I'm about to start consuming those and playing some games here in the evening. I don't know, it sucks, but once again, this is the average day in life at the moment. Yeah, I know I don't really want to, but I kind of have anxiety, like I need to. It's like a weird mix of like boredom and hunger for it. I feel like if I didn't, I like wouldn't know what to do with myself. So yeah, I mean, being truthful and honest to its entirety is gonna be my goal for this channel. So there's gonna be no lies or gimmicks or secrets. So yeah, this is what it is. Gonna probably game for like 2 hours, then make some dinner for us, then finish off the rest of my beers, and then probably eat my dinner at like 10 p.m. That's kind of like how the days have been going lately, so I will keep you posted. But yeah, thanks. What's up, guys? It's about 8 p.m. now. I did some gaming with a friend. I've unfortunately consumed 4 tall boys already. Yeah, it's shameful, it's shitty, but for some reason it feels right, and like I want to do that. I know I don't. It's horrendous for me, but is what it is. So it's around 8. I'm gonna go cook dinner for my fiance and and I have 2 tall boys left, so I'll probably drink one while cooking, and then I'll drink the last one as like a final like 20-30 minute send off of gaming before I go down and hang out with my fiance, watch a show of some sort. I'm not gonna eat dinner after I cook it. I'm gonna eat it after I finish my 6th one. Like, I don't know why, but that's what my body's like, no, you shouldn't eat until you're like completed all the beers you have. Yeah, it's kind of very unfortunate to be addicted to something like this, but once again, like I said, it's a day in the life, so I'm gonna be as honest as I can. I'll catch you guys like before bed. I probably go to bed around 10 or 11, I'm not sure, but we'll see. Look at this guy for a sec. What's up, buddy? Passed out? Yeah. All right, dinner time.
Maybe I decided not to continue our relationship, but we are in a better place, and it's gonna make this tell also.
All right, guys, that noodle dish that you saw there, that's something I made for my fiance. I'm about to go eat. It's around 9 p.m. I've consumed all 6 tall boys. For me, I'm gonna have some ground beef, some bok choy, maybe some rice, I'm not sure yet, but we'll have that for now. And potentially I'll find some snack after, but if I do, I'll let you know. Yeah, it sucks, man. Like, I feel so present and comfortable right now. I wish I could feel like this like during the day. But the thing is, like, I feel good during the day as well. Well, I mean, there's this underlying darkness that's not good, but there's some kind of sense of progress during the day. And whenever I've gone sober in the past, like, I've felt that sense of progress just like add up day by day by day. And it's amazing, but it just feels like something I have to maintain instead of just like being comfortable with. I don't know, it's weird. Like, it feels like work to be sober. Like, you can't relax, you just get in a spiral of growth, kind of. I don't know, I don't make too much sense right now. Obviously I consumed some stuff. I used my weed pen as well. It's low THC, high CBD. It used to be my main focal point, I guess. Kind of like how beer is now. But since beer has kind of taken over alcohol, it's just kind of like a side gig thing. Like, I didn't care to do it all day. I just did it once I started drinking to just like amplify the buzz, whatever. I don't know, it's unfortunate, but look at this, man. Like, how shitty is this? Beside your computer desk, you have sorry, it's a little dark. But you have a garbage bag where you collect your empties, man. Like, that's just not right. Like, there's probably like 60 cans in there from the past like week and a half. Like, I don't know. It is what it is, but my head's, my spirit and stuff is like, I know I need to start tackling this. I need to start working on getting better. And I know it's good for me, but that's what the disease does. It makes you feel like it's right. So going off of something that's right feels very wrong. And that's like the biggest difficulty. So yeah, I'm gonna go eat now, hang out with the wifey a bit, watch a show. It's like 8:45 now, like I said. Probably sleep by like 10 to 11 in that range. Hopefully I'll check in before bed. I'll try to, but that's basically a day in the life of a functioning addict. It's weird to make this video, but I think it'll be good for me, and I really hope it's like helpful for others who can like resonate with the same kind of feelings. But yeah, I'm gonna head downstairs now, and I'll catch you guys later. All right, guys, finished watching some TV. It's about 10:30 right now, and about to head to bed. It's weird. It's like my days are good, and they're like plagued by like a demonic presence as well. So I don't know. That's kind of the average day in life now. I'm hoping and willing to improve. So I will take you guys along the journey here of like the things I do to get better. This is kind of the first step, at least acknowledging it. So, you know, if you have issues like this too, make sure you confront them, you acknowledge they're real, and you make little efforts every day to get better, to improve yourself, and, you know, ultimately just find happiness and joy. So if you stuck around this long, I really appreciate it. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.